Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you at home with us. Nice to have you all, too. You want to win some money today? Yeah! Okay, now, of course, the object is not that. It's to have fun and have some laughs. But along the way, maybe a couple of bucks wouldn't hurt. Right, gang? Right! Here is the team that's going to win the money for you. We got some great ones this week. On my left, winning money for the blue section, otherwise known as
the prune section.
Prune section, Mr. Bean calls them. Orson Bean and his wife, Carolyn.
These people are crazy for you. I haven't seen such a spontaneous outpouring of warmth since Calvin Coolidge visited Fargo, North Dakota.
Who cares?
You just happened to be in town that day, right?
The voice who said, "Who cares?" echoing my sentiments exactly. Winning money for the banana section today. He's a rookie on our show, so be nice to him, Bananas, because you've been known to get kind of hostile. Mr. Robert Blake and his wife, Sandra. Now, wait a minute. First things, I didn't say hello to Carolyn. Carolyn, how are you?
I'm just fair.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm fine.
All right.
I told her I'm going to give her a little kiss next February.
Oh,
She's
I
all
can hardly
excited.
wait.
Okay, fine. Now, Sandra,
Yes.
now it's nice to have you and Bobby with us today. I say Bobby because I know him a while. That's
Many
all.
moons.
Many moons. In fact, and Sandra and I know each other from
Right.
another picture as well. Not the beast from Budapest that we heard about earlier in the week.
This very studio, folks, that you're standing in, I was an extra and Bert was an usher
That's right here.
a few
In
moons
this-
back.
Yeah,
I remember
but,
that movie, The
A week
Creature.
ago Thursday.
You see what can happen if you study real hard? Not much.
Next to Bobby and Sandra, winning money for the red section. Ladies and gentlemen, first time on Tattletales with us, too. Nancy Sinatra and her husband, Hugh Lambert. Nancy Lambert and Hugh, I did it backwards, but I think it came out all right, didn't it?
Bert, would you like another drink?
No.
Oh.
Now, you know I know.
I know.
Absolutely
Never.
Never.
Just kidding.
Anyway, Nancy, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, are you ready to?
No.
Oh. Hugh, are you ready?
No.
Oh, all right. Moving right along, gang. What a snappy shirt. Stand up and let's see your shirt, Hugh. Oh, isn't that? Just a little plug for the shirt there. I thought it wouldn't hurt.
Show 'em your pants.
Show us your pants. Why, has Orson got nifty pants on?
He claims I have a hole in the back of my
Look,
pants.
We'll
You
be the
do,
judge of
honey.
that.
Don't
Let's see
turn
that.
around. Refuse
He
to
does.
turn
Wait,
around. He does.
Can you get a close-up of this? There is indeed a miniature hole in the back of Orson's pants.
It got bigger. I didn't
Does
understand.
that blow your image, folks? Orson Bean with a hole in his pants?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, from the prune section seems appropriate, doesn't it? Here we go, ladies. The first question is for you, and it's worth $150.
I doubt it, but
Here we
we'll
go.
listen anyway.
Not long ago,
Yes?
the newspapers carried the story of a couple who rented a new house. One day, they saw a boa constrictor stick its head out of the toilet. This is true because I read the story myself. They called the police and the SPCA, but the snake had disappeared. In the next few weeks, they saw the snake 9 times.
This is the best story I ever heard.
Let him finish.
Finally, the SPCA captured it. Our question is, I couldn't believe it, I finally got to it. If you had rented that house, would you have stayed there for the snake to come up 9 times? Oh, I'm afraid to get the answers
Love
on this
that
one.
story.
Here's the question, folks. Our question is, if you had rented that house, would you have stayed there for the snake to come up 9 times? Now you think about that, ladies, and we'll come back to your answers in just a minute. I don't know, Orson. Now this really happened. I read about it in the local paper out here. The snake kept coming up and going away and coming.
Yes.
Now would you and Carolyn have stayed in that house 9 times?
Now, let me get this straight. The snake.
No, don't go through the whole tale.
The snake was a boa constrictor.
Boa constrictor.
That's the kind of snake that wraps around you and
Squeezes.
squeezes.
That's right. The snake.
Well, maybe Carolyn would have stayed in the house. I wouldn't. I would have been gone like a shot. I'm not crazy about reptiles at all.
No.
Ever since my mother was frightened by the gaboon viper.
Yes.
Most hated of all reptiles.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So-called because he bites you in the gaboon.
Yes.
And then hangs around to see how you like it. No,
All right.
even though I'm playing for the prune section, I
Yes.
would not have
With a
had
hole in your
anything
pants.
to do with that toilet bowl. I would have been gone like a shot. Out the next morning.
Maybe that's what happened to the little man in the blue boat sitting up there saying, "Hi, the boa constrictor got him." All right, you're going to say no way.
Out
Would
in
you have
there like
stayed
a
there?
shot in
Wait a
the
second.
morning.
If you rented that house, now the question is to both of them, isn't it? If you had rented that house,
Yeah, if we
would you
would-
have stayed there? Well, no, I'm asking the ladies, but you're going to say
We
no.
would have seen the snake once, thrown away every jug of wine in the house, and been gone by morning.
Want to hang around for 9 guest shots? All right, let's bring on Carolyn. Carolyn, what would you do? Would you stay in that house for the snake to appear 9
How
times?
could you leave it? I mean, you'd have to hang around and see. Yeah. You would be chicken. You would leave.
You've left
You
the
would
house.
leave me in the house with the boa constrictor.
No,
You would
but
take off.
you've left houses for less tangible things than snakes. You ever a half a
But
dozen
I just don't happen to be afraid of snakes. What can I tell you?
ever a half a dozen cockroaches, she's gone by the morning.
Oh, that's all right. Obviously, Orson said he'd be gone, but we hope you and the snake will be very happy. There's no share of the pot there. Bobby, what's Sandra going to say?
Well, if I look down in the commode and I see anything looking back at me, I'm gone. Friend or foe, I'm gone.
Especially if it's coming up at you, too, huh?
When the earthquake happened a few years back, Son and I got in the car with the kids and the dog, and we hit the road, and we were gone for like 2 weeks before we went back to the house, so I think we'd split.
That'd be it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring on Sandra. Sandra, would you stick around for that snake to come up 9 times?
When you mean me and Robert?
Yeah, sure. You're in
You
the house
plural.
together.
We would stay because I know Robert. Oh.
You would stay. You would stay because you know Robert. Because you know Robert what?
Well, he knows all about that, and he likes to see things through.
I see.
Hey, Rummy,
What's up?
Would you like to straighten her out?
hey,
What, darling?
who put us in the car when the earthquake came?
An earthquake ain't a snake.
Now that's one of the most profound things that's been said on this show.
Listen, who carries a snake bite kit with him every day in his pocket?
Well, that's how scared I am, so I ain't gonna sit around for one to come up 9 times out of the toilet.
Yes, darling.
You got to remember, a snake ain't an earthquake, as you.
I'm sorry, Bananas, I got a banana for a
Bananas
wife.
will make it up.
Okay, there's no score there. Nobody scored yet. Hugh, what's Nancy gonna say?
Oh, God knows. If it was a giant spider, maybe we'd move. But snakes, no, we'd hang in.
You'd stay there
Yeah.
and wait for the 9 times, huh?
Yep.
Okay. But the red section is shuddering a bit. It's all right. You don't know. Maybe you know. He knows what he's talking about.
Give it a try.
Nancy, you don't. Okay. You'll say you'd stay.
We'd stay.
Let's bring on Nancy. Nancy, what would you do now? You're going to stick around for that snake to make 9 appearances?
First of all, I wouldn't know if he was going to make another appearance, so of course I would stick around.
That's what you said. You're right. You're the only one that's right, Nancy. You got the whole
Well,
pot.
now listen, who would expect
about
a snake? But who would expect a snake to show up 9
Terrific.
times?
Beautiful.
9 times?
9 times.
I mean, you wouldn't expect to see it twice.
No,
I
that's
mean,
right.
let's make sense about that.
Then 3rd time, and you just couldn't wait.
Do you know what they were playing in these headphones while
What?
you were talking about that snake?
What?
I don't want to even tell you.
What was it?
It's disgusting. I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, all right. Well, in
In
the
your
meantime,
Easter bonnet? What was it?
in the
No,
meantime,
they'll bleep it if I tell you.
Oh, I see. In the meantime, you have the whole pot. The whole pot goes to Nancy and Hugh for
Oh,
the red
you're
section.
kidding.
And we'll come back in just a moment and see who's going to win all the pots. Folks, come back with us. Folks, we'll see you in a minute. Question number 2 coming up.
Oh, dear
We got a
God.
wild one today, folks. Ladies, this question is for you. It's worth $150. Nancy and Hugh have got all the money at the moment. Girls,
Oh, shut up.
if you... Girls, if you had to be one of these women for a month, which...
Whoever it is, it's all right.
Not you, fellas. I'm not asking you. Which would you choose to be? Gloria Steinem, Princess Margaret, or Billie Jean King?
Oh, my God. Mercy.
Now, no, she's not on my list.
Say it again,
If you had to choose for 1 month now, which one of these women would you choose to be? Gloria Steinem, Princess Margaret, or Billie Jean King? Think about
Does
it,
that
ladies.
mean we'd have
This
to
is
live their life
Hobson's
for 1
choice.
month?
That's right. You would change places. You would be them for a month.
Okay.
Okay? Think about that. Enjoy the music.
Well, honey,
we'll
what
find
do we
out.
say to this one?
We'll just say your answers are in a minute. Goodbye, ladies. Which one would Carolyn pick?
You've heard of Hobson's choice?
Yes.
Well, this is Farnsworth's choice.
The difference being,
It's even harder. Princess Margaret?
yes, or Gloria Steinem or Billie Jean King.
Oh, I think by process of elimination, Billie Jean King. Because who was the guy that she beat?
Briggs, Bobby Riggs.
Bobby Riggs. Yeah, well, she might have a little kiss and a tickle with Bobby Riggs. I can't picture the other two ladies doing much of anything like that.
You can't, huh?
No, I really can't picture her either, but I figure maybe.
All right, you'll say Billie Jean King.
Process of elimination.
Let's see what she
is
says.
a fine, healthy girl, Billie Jean King.
Yes.
And credit to her rest.
Right. Is that it?
I guess.
Okay, let's bring on Carolyn. Carolyn, which one of those three would it be? Would it be Gloria Steinem,
Well,
Princess Margaret, or Billie Jean King?
It wouldn't be Princess Margaret. And the other two, I think you're really saying the same thing, except that since I can't play tennis, I guess it'd be Gloria Steinem.
You had a choice of two there. You were right, and you were wrong. That's what you were.
Yeah, I gathered from the sound of that buzzer and the sighs and the moans.
He
from
said
the
Billie
people.
Jean King, and tell her why.
Just process of elimination. You don't know much about her, and I figured Bobby Riggs maybe gave her a little kiss and a tickle.
See, there you go. Sorry, no score there, Bobby. What about
Haven't thought of
Sandra?
it that way.
What's she going to say?
Well, I'd like to be Gloria Steinem.
Is that right?
I
Why?
don't know what Sandra wants to be. Well, I like to wear a dress. What do I do?
Well, would be a first on our show, I'll tell you that.
I don't think she'd want to be Gloria Steinem or Billie Jean King. I think for the adventure of it, she'd like to be a princess.
Princess Margaret.
Yeah.
All right.
That has a little flair to it. A little
Okay.
style.
All right, let's bring her on and find out. Sandra, of those three, which one would you like to be? Gloria Steinem, Princess Margaret, or Billie Jean King?
Oh, hang in there, bananas. Billie Jean King.
They're still hanging.
They've fallen off the tree.
Tell her what you said, Bobby.
I thought maybe you'd like to be a princess for a while. That got a little creativity to it or something. What are you going to do with a racket? I mean,
Moving right along, folks.
She's going to kill
Sorry
the boa
about that,
constrictor with
Sandra.
a racket.
Sorry.
You, how about Nancy? What's she going to say?
Well, not because she's a women's liver, because she certainly isn't, but I think that she's curious enough that she'd like to be Gloria Steinem for a month.
To see what's
Just to
going
see
on
what she doesn't like about it.
there. I see. All right. Okay, a little reverse psychology. Let's bring on Nancy and find out. Shh. Nancy,
Yeah.
again, you have all the money so far. And now in this question, no one else has gotten it right either. So you could have really all the money halfway through the show. Which one of those
This
three
is
ladies?
a tough one, though, boy.
Steinem, Princess Margaret, or Billie Jean King?
Okay, Billie Jean King.
Guess what, gang? Nobody got that question
We're
right.
still in there,
Well,
bro.
You
Okay,
tell Nancy
Robert,
what you said.
Oh, wait a second.
I said Gloria Steinem because I figured you might want to try it, figuring you don't like it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well,
You're so
I don't like all that stuff.
I know you
wouldn't
don't.
want to do that.
I see. All right. Well, that one, he was using a little reverse psychology.
That's all
Nobody
right,
got it right.
sweetheart. I love you anyway.
We'll take that $150 that nobody scored with, put it on the next one. It'll be worth $300, and we'll switch places at halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, step to the rear. And while we're changing places and switching around, we'll give you this message, and then we're coming back. Please come back with us. See you in a minute.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section, chosen at random, will receive a timely gift from West Clocks. Direct reading digital dial-light alarm clock. Wood grain finish, easy to read lighted dial from West Clocks, a Tally Industries company. And the good old days on the good ship Lollipop are recalled for your child with the new Shirley Temple doll, plus an assortment of family games, all from Ideal. And delicious fill and eat Ready Crust. Your dessert will seem like it came from the pastry chef. Ready Crust, a special treat. We'll be back to more Tattletales in just a moment.
We have changed places. I have the lovely ladies with me. The gentlemen are in the rear, ready to go, except for Bobby, Bobby, are you all set, sir? Bobby?
What?
Yes, there you are.
I didn't know you had a camera over
Here we go. We got a picture of you now, and everything's ready. Men, this question is to you. It's worth $300 now, because nobody got the last one. In all the time you've known your wife, has she ever accidentally called you by another man's name? Don't say a word, fellas. Don't make a noise. In all the time you've known your wife, has she ever accidentally called you by another man's name? Think about that, gentlemen. We'll return momentarily for your answer.
That's not a fair question.
Carolyn, Sandra just said it's not a fair question.
I've been married the longest.
You've been married a long...
See, I've only ever gone out with guys named Orson.
I see.
So it doesn't...
Protect yourself.
No, I'm sure I haven't.
You sure? Of course, he'll remember probably more than you were
It's the
likely
kind of
to
thing
remember.
that he would remember
Yes.
more likely than I.
But you're going to say no.
I don't think I did.
Okay, let's bring him on and find out. Orson, has that ever happened to you, sir?
It really shook me up one time when she called me Phyllis. And I went, no, she's never called me by
That's what she said. You're right. All right, the prunes get on the
just look
boards.
like
you
a
have a share of the
Phyllis.
pot, sir.
Mr. Phyllis.
And there's a lady in the front row offered to sew your pants, Orson, just for that. You have a share of the pot. Sandra, how about you and
Share
Bob?
the
No,
what?
I've
Pants,
never.
pants.
No.
No. You have never?
No.
Never?
Never.
You're positive?
Yeah, nine, me.
Okay, we'll see. Let's bring on Bobby. Shh, Bobby, did Sandra ever accidentally call you by another man's name?
Well, I think we're going to blow it again for the bananas, but when you get right down to it, I got to say yes.
Let's hear about that, Robert.
Long time when we were first married, see, your memory's a little dull, darling, but you called me by your brother's name a couple of times when you were throwing things at me. You
That's
remember?
very weird.
Oh, interesting. She was throwing things at you at the
Yeah.
time?
Remember, Sandra, in the Irish Hobble?
Oh,
where you
yes.
throwing-
Now she remembers. You see, the men wouldn't forget that, would he?
But it was my brother, Robert.
What is
Nevertheless,
that?
it's
Ain't
another man.
He's
Yeah,
a
but you
man
know
of
what he
sorts.
Sorry about that. All the weird words. No score there. Nancy, what's you got to say?
The word accidentally is very important in this thing because
Yes.
Hugh's real name is Robert. Strange, you
Ah.
know. So when we got married, in the ceremony, I had to call him Robert. But the word accidentally, you have to remember that, and I hope he does.
Yes.
Because no, I have never called him by any other name accidentally.
By another man's name.
No, never.
That's the question. Never. Let's bring the man on and find out. Hugh, has she ever accidentally called you by another man's name?
No.
That's what she said. You're right. So Nancy and Hugh, Carolyn and Orson split the big pot, the $300 pot. There it is. And we have another question coming up and another big pot, another $300 question right after this message for you. Come on back. Let's see you in a minute. Okay, here we go. This question is our normal double question worth $300. Still anybody can win.
Nothing's
Okay,
normal about this show.
Nothing at all. Least of all the contestants. Here we go, gang. Fellas, the question's for you. It's worth $300. Everybody these days seems to be an amateur psychologist, right? Who do you think is the better amateur psychologist? You or your wife? And I did say better, didn't I, Orson?
Yes, you did. You've done good this
Who
time.
do you think? Who do you think is the better amateur psychologist, you or your wife? Think about that, gentlemen. We'll come back in a moment. They are, too. That's a good question because this goes back and forth a lot, I think.
I think Orson is, and I think he'll think so too. I guess when you spend as much time on a shrink's couch as he has, you start to understand these things. I can say that because he's written a book about it and everything, so it's
Yes.
not like I'm telling tales out of school.
That's true. A wonderful book, by the way.
Yes, and I mean I am just so together that
Yes, of
I
course.
never had to go to a shrink.
Right. We all know that,
Isn't this
don't
awful? No, I mean, I might be crazy, but I've never done anything about it.
So-
I think that
we? So
Orson...
he's the better amateur psychologist.
Yeah,
Let's bring him
yeah.
on and find out. Hello there.
Hello.
Now listen.
Yeah.
Between you and Carolyn, which one do you think is the better amateur psychologist?
I think all psychologists, professional or amateur, are a little bit full of bull, so I'd have to say that old Sigmund Bean here is the better.
That's what the lady said. You're absolutely right, Orson. You have a share of the pot. I didn't know your name was Or Sigmund. It's
Yes.
very interesting.
A bowl of grape nuts in the morning is better than psychiatry. I can tell you that.
Took you all those
Sandra,
years to learn that?
you want to try and get the bananas on the boards with this one, shall we? That was somebody in the red section. All right.
I think Robert would say that it's me, but I think Robert would say it's
You think it's you, however.
No.
But you're
no.
going to say he's going to say...
Robert's going to say Sandra.
Oh, he's going to say you.
Sandra, yeah.
Robert will say Sandra. I got it. It's like on the third grade on the wall there. Robert will say Sandra. Okay, he'll say Sandra. Let's bring him on.
Yeah.
Robert, hello there.
Yes, flying in.
Please,
Who is
Robert,
the
think.
better amateur psychologist between you and Sandra?
Well, seeing as how she don't ever practice it, I gotta say me.
Well, you're batting 1,000, Bobby. Wrong again. She said that you would say her.
It's
Sorry
not
about
necessary to feel
How
disappointed.
come, son?
Because you always say I'm a wise lady and you're always asking me.
That ain't an amateur psychologist.
It's a professional.
That's a wise lady. That has some merit. And
Sorry
a
about
amateur
that.
psychologist is a rummy.
Nancy, what's you going to
Oh,
say?
I didn't mean to put down of it. Oh.
Well, I feel the same way Sandra does. I feel that Hugh is, but Hugh will say that I am.
Okay. And you hope it doesn't work out the same way it did
I
for
hope it
Sandra and
doesn't
Robert.
work out the same
He'll
way.
say you are. Let's bring him on. Hugh, between you and Nancy, who is the better psychologist?
On the surface, I am.
That's not what the lady said. Look at that pot. Up the prunes. Up the prunes. The prunes are better. Come over to find out their full total for the prunes. Come back with us. 3 Here we go. The blue section. Orson and Carolyn win it today. $450. We have $1,000 to that. For a total of $1,450. That's all we have time for. Bert Convy. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.